and the best of luck. Now, we all know the great magicians of our time, Harry Houdini, David Blaine, Paul Daniels. But never did we expect our first guest attempt to join their company. Better known for working his magic as a musician in Spandau Ballet and as an actor in EastEnders and hit movies like The Craze, his current venture sees him in a very different kind of role, spellbinding though nonetheless. Please welcome Martin Kemp.
How you doing, guys?
Magic. That's magic.
How are you, loose women?
We're good. Loose, how are
James
you?
is getting ready for you backstage as we speak. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
He said, get prepared.
Can't wait. So, listen, I know you're probably signed up to the Magic Circle now or some such nonsense, but how did you do that?
I haven't got a clue. It just happened. But I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. Working with Barry and Stuart was a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of magic, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all are at some point in our lives.
Everybody loves magic.
And I have 2 kids, and at one point, there's this fantastic little magic shop down in Charing Cross Station called Davenport's. And if you're serious about magic, you've got to go there, because it's kind of like the Harry Potter of magic shops. And it's where all the magicians go to buy their big tricks. And every now and again, I would take my 2 kids down there, and it would be like this Aladdin's cave, honestly.
Do you have to know what to do, though? Can any of us just go in a magic shop and get a special prop that just disappears on its own? Or
Yeah,
do you need
because
to
you read the instructions that come with it, you know, and then it disappears.
We're women, we don't read instructions.
Are you, like, you know, watching that clip, seriously, did they not put that in your mouth before?
I can't give it away, can I?
I know, but they must have done, because it looked like it'd been in there a long time.
I've got an email here, hang on, I'll show you the email. It says, do not tell them how the trick was done.
Do you have to be... Do they make you a kind of temporary member of the Magic Circle, then? Or do they just trust you?
In fact, I'm a wizard.
Oh, yeah.
You're joking.
Can I say, I did
At home.
I did a bit of magic years ago with a magician called Wayne Dobson, and I made a candle disappear. Too much.
We saw women do that in Bangkok, didn't we, Carol? It's amazing.
Not in that way. It was a special candle that if you...
It would be a special candle.
It was a special magician's prop that when you went, if you do like that, it disappeared so quickly you couldn't see it go. It shot back into a little coil thing that sort of...
It would.
You've got the right props.
You planted the image now. It's like it's impossible to get rid of.
So why do you think magic... It's been off our telly for a long time. I mean, it's been there in sort of Derren Brown, who's, I suppose, is a magician.
I think it's starting to come back gradually. I think there's the Jonathan Ross show as well that's on at the moment with Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
And so I think it's something that's been off of our screens for a long time, and it's good to see it come back.
It's actually a bit annoying, though. When I watch it, I get annoyed, because I think...
Yeah, that would frustrate you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I just don't know how they do it. How would you have to do to become a, you know...
Nothing.
I
I worked with the 2 guys called Barry and Stuart,
Yeah.
2 lovely guys. We had 4 days rehearsal, and it's a funny thing, magic, because it kind of overwhelms you. But then when you're shown how it's done, it all disappears really quickly, because it's really obvious.
It is.
It's really... as soon as someone shows you, it becomes really obvious.
What about
really
close-up
quickly.
stuff, though? Because we've all seen magicians do things right under our noses, and you think...
It's just sleight of hand, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't...
Yeah, that's a real skill. I mean, that's completely different.
Did you get involved in any of that?
No, I never. We did a couple of big tricks, and we did the street magic. But,
And this is on Saturday night on BBC One, is that right?
I mean, it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to do.
Speaking of fun, I had a ball last year because I had the great pleasure of hosting one of your gigs when you were reunited for the BBC with the rest of the boys from Spandau Ballet. And are you back in the studio? Are you continuing to work together?
Yeah, we're going to get together again. I think the plan is that we'll record something at the end of this year, and then maybe go out the end of 2012. So, but you know, the nicest thing is that we're back together as friends. Yeah. And that is absolutely superb.
It's
I've got
amazing,
someone to talk
actually.
to. Yeah.
Because you guys really fell out. You were like a bunch of girls. I'm not being
Oh,
funny.
absolutely. But, you know, there's certain memories that we have in our lives, all 4 of us, that, 5 of us, that you can't share with anyone else. So it was lovely to get back together and to talk about all those memories again. It was a really special time of my life.
Nice to
Did the shine wear off at all? Because, you know, obviously there's that novelty value of getting back on the road and performing those songs again. But do those old habits start to sneak back in, those old irritations, or have you managed
There
to
were
iron that
difficult
out?
times, but I would say it was 95% fun.
Was it better being grown up doing it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because before, you know, when we used to go out on the road and tour, it was all about what was going to happen after the show. It was all about the party and the lifestyle and all of what came with it. But well, I won't go that far. But it was just.
Shirley's back there, isn't she?
Yeah, she's backstage. But it was all about the lifestyle and the idea of being a rock and roll star. You know, it was a dream, and then to achieve that was great fun. But this time when we went out, it was all about the music and all about the show, which was fantastic.
Oh, don't say you had a cup of tea and went to bed afterwards.
We never, I'm afraid, no. You know, I don't think we ever will. But it was lovely to do. You know, it's great to be out on the road again.
So Shirley's going back out on the road as well, isn't she?
I've got a house full at the moment. I've got Shirley's going back out on the road with Pepsi, and she's doing the Here and Now tour.
Brilliant.
My boy's in a band called Paradise Point, which is just taking off. And my girl's a photographer, so she's up and running as well. So that's all of us at home all the time, not doing anything really.
Spending lots of time together.
I say to my boy, "Are you going to work today?" He says, "I am at work."
I'm in a band.
Yeah, he's watched me for too long.
Yeah. I mean, both your kids are grown up now and they are making their own strides out as adults. But
Yeah.
you had just heard us talking about this new baccalaureate system. Would you have welcomed that? Did you think that they could have been tested more at school?
Well, I was listening to your points earlier on. I kind of disagree with you. I have to say...
That's all right.
Well, I have to say that if I have two kids and one of them is a pass and the other one is a fail, it wouldn't go down too well. I quite like the idea of the GCSE system where everybody gets a GCSE, but on a different level. And I think that can make you go forward a lot easier. I think if you're a failure, classed as a failure in the system, I think it can
Bit of a
stick
blow.
with you
Yeah,
for life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. The Magicians is on
It's a
BBC One on
pleasure, always.
Saturday night. It's Martin Kemp, everyone.
Thank you.